I documented my Fortnite progression for 100 days. There were many highs. 100? Dead!
Dead.
Let's go!
Good shit. Good shit,
Go,
bro.
bro!
Good shit.
Let's
I
fucking
love you, bro.
go! But there was also many lows.
It's gonna keep
Why are you
killing
still
us.
talking? Just focus on the fucking game, gang.
I'm focused on the
Holy
game. I'm
shit.
just saying you just fully sold it, bro. GG's.
Shut the fuck up, bro. Just focus. In this video, I'm going to talk about why I decided to document my journey, what kept me going when I felt like stopping, what I learned along the way, whether it was worth it or not, and my future plans after the 100 days. First, I'm going to talk about why I decided to start documenting my journey. So some context is I used to compete in Fortnite in 2020, but I was playing console and I made $300 from the console FNCS heats in Chapter 2 Season 3, but I ended up quitting one season later, and then I just came back to the game in December 2024, around when Chapter 6 was released. And then I started playing competitive Fortnite, and in 1 year I was able to get 7k PR and 0 earnings. But I was not really satisfied with my results. Even though I just came back to the game and I just switched to KBM, I wasn't satisfied at all. I knew I had so much more in the tank and that I had so much more potential and I was leaving on the table. But the problem was I wasn't grinding at the time. The Simpsons season came out. I wasn't really locked in. I was doing a lot of other things that wasn't getting me towards my goal. And that propelled me to start documenting my journey. So here are the 4 reasons why I started documenting my journey. The first reason is if you can't teach it, you didn't learn it. And what I mean by that is when I go in my videos and I talk about what I learned from my scrims, my 1v1s, the mistakes I made, I am basically teaching myself, like I'm talking to myself, and I'm trying to teach myself, like my old self that doesn't understand what the mistake is. Because if you can't say it and describe it into the actual behaviors that you need to do, then you don't really know what you're talking about. So being able to like try to teach someone else is very important for me to actually learn the concept and engrave it into my mind. The second reason is it creates accountability to actually do the work. Because when I wasn't documenting my journey, I had no accountability at all. If I didn't do anything, nobody would know. The only person that would know is me because no one else is watching. But when you make these videos and people know the expectations that you have for yourself and what your goals are. And when you come to the video and you have to upload every single day, no matter what happens, no matter how shitty the day is, you have to upload. There's going to be days that are bad. And you have to admit, like, I failed today. And I didn't do what I needed to do. And I wasn't a man of my word. You have to say that. And you have to humble yourself. And that is really powerful because not only does it motivate you to, like, want to actually do the work, but also it makes you, like, take a step back and think, like, okay, why didn't I do the work today? What do I need to do from now on so I can get better from this and so this happens less often? The third reason is I can look back at my old videos when I was doing good or when I was doing bad and learn from those lessons. So like if I was doing really good in a tournament, what was my mindset like? What was I doing on a daily basis? How was I talking? How was like everything? It's really important to see that. But when I was doing bad, okay, let's not do these things. Like, okay, I was doing these habits. I was staying up late. I was checking my phone in the morning. A lot of these things I can look back. And the more data you have, the more you start to learn about yourself, what's good and what's bad. And the fourth reason, the most important reason, is if you look at every other Fortnite YouTuber, and I'm not trying to call anybody out at all. That's not what I'm trying to do. Is everyone loves to show their best moments. They show their clips. They show their highlights. What I wanted to do is I wanted to show the fucking ugly, the worst moments possible. The moments in my videos are mostly all bad. It's where I sell, I make a mistake, and it looks really bad. But from that comes authenticity and the most growth possible because I'm being authentic to what is actually happening. Because I don't care if I really hit a clip. I'm trying to get better and I'm trying to learn. And that's what I want to show. Is I'm not trying to show the fucking this is not a movie where you skip the hard part. I'm trying to show the hard part, not the result. I'm trying to show the day-to-day grind where it's fucking dog shit and I feel like quitting and I feel like giving up. That's what I want to show. And that was one of the biggest reasons. I was like, bro, I don't really see a lot of other people doing that in this niche. I was like, I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the biggest reasons why I started doing this. And those four reasons are what made me start documenting my journey. The second thing I'm gonna talk about is what kept me going throughout my journey without quitting or giving up throughout the 100 days. So I made a promise to myself on day one that I would upload every single day until day 365, no matter what happens. Like I said, I could have my worst tournament performance. I could get last place in the tournament. I can get 10 0'd in 1v1s. I might not even open the game the whole day, but I will still upload a fucking video. I don't care how bad the video is. I don't care how embarrassing it is. I said I'm going to upload a video and I want to show the raw like footage of like what it actually looks like for someone to try their hardest to go pro. And that's what I did for these 100 days. And that one promise was what I told myself I'm not going to break no matter what, no matter what happens. And that mindset was really powerful for me because it doesn't matter about the video quality. It doesn't matter whether there's no lessons to teach. I just wanted to simply document. And that's what this whole journey has been about. And that helped me stay consistent without quitting. Next, I'm going to talk about the 5 most important lessons I've learned in the 100 days. Now, obviously, I could talk about every single lesson I learned, every single Fortnite thing, but I'm just going to talk about the 5 most important things because I think that will provide the most value. So the first thing I learned is with Fortnite, in my opinion, scrims and 1v1s are the 2 highest leverage things that you can do in the game, which means that those 2 things are going to be the best usage of your time, while other things can be good, 2v2s, 3v3s, or playing ranked, or doing all these other things. They can be useful and valuable, but these 2 things, in my opinion, are the best usage of your time. Number 2, instead of trying to get rid of your emotions, notice them and don't act on them. So for me, one of my biggest problems I had why I couldn't play for long periods of time, like 1v1s, was because I would get very angry and upset, which a lot of that comes from feeling entitled to something and a lot of the ego stuff that I talked about, right? And something that's really helped me that I've been talking about the last couple of days is meditation. Because in meditation, you focus, there's many ways to do it, but how I do it is I focus on my breath, but then your mind will wander somewhere else, and you simply just notice that your mind wandered, and then you simply just focus back on your breath. It's the same thing when you play, like when I play 1v1s, is I'll be playing, then I can hear these like excuses in my mind, like, oh, he's playing cringe, this guy is bad, how am I losing to? Like all these things. I simply notice it, and before acting on it, saying it, or doing like something, I simply just say, okay, my mind is doing that right now. It's my ego trying to take control, and I'm not going to let it take control. Boom, it's that simple. And when you do that, like, you just get better at it over and over, and then you notice thought earlier, and then you just take control. That's really important. Number 3 is physical health is extremely important even in gaming. So at the start, I wasn't working out. I wasn't going outside at all. But right now, I think the last 30 days, I've been going for a 30-minute walk every single day in the morning. And I've been working out every single day as well. It's really good for a lot of things. Obviously, I don't need to like describe it, but it's really important even for mental health as well. The 4th thing is that confidence comes from competence. So what I mean by that is you can't just like shout at a mirror affirmations that you're him, I'm the best. Like you can't do that and then fucking become the best. If you're good, you're going to be confident. You need to have the results. You need to know that you're good in order to think that you're good. And obviously some people say, well, you need to think you're good before you become good. But like, if you're good, bro, you're fucking good. You know what I'm saying? And I try to keep like, bro, how do I become more confident in endgame? How do I become more confident in fights? Become better. Understand how to play the game. Shit on them. Then you become fucking confident. And the 5th and the last thing is a quote from Alex Hormozy I love is you're not getting what you want because you're not attacking the problems you have enough times in enough ways. So what he means by that is, for example, I had a problem where I wasn't doing well in end games. Like we would constantly die and I didn't know what to do. And I said, I tried everything and I tried every single tip. I've thought reviewed every single person. I've tried every single playstyle and none of them worked. That's what I said. That's not true. You haven't tried everything. You've tried a couple things. It's such a closed-minded mindset. You need to keep trying, but not with the same method over and over, but with different methods over and over. You keep trying different things, and see what sticks on the wall. Most of the things won't work, but eventually you'll hit something. You're like, wait, this felt right. And then you keep doing that over and over and over. And then that's when you start growing and you start getting better. But I didn't commit enough, and that's what kind of created like a crisis in my mind. The fourth thing is, was it worth it? I think it was worth it for sure. So I don't think I would have had the reflection and understanding that I had without having to VOD my videos and talk about my day and, without the daily videos. So I think it was completely worth it, even though it took away time from obviously me playing the game, which would make me better. I think the time was well spent because I actually learn from my mistakes that I make, but I also keep the things that are working and keep doing those things. So I think making the videos is 100% worth it. So the last thing is what I'm going to do for my future. My future plans are, I plan to keep uploading every single day, like I said, until day 365. So 1 year of documenting my journey. And from there, I will decide if I'm going to keep going or not. But 1000%, no matter what, I'm going to keep going until day 365. Lastly, I just want to thank everybody who watches my videos, likes, and comments. I really appreciate it. And I just hope to keep creating educational and entertaining content that people want to watch. And yeah, that was day 100.